Good morning, students. Myself Neha Tiwari welcomes you in Thursday Tales. Meet your new friend, Angel.
Hello friends. I was cleaning my cupboard and guess what? I found my childhood family tree. Family tree that I had prepared in class 2nd. I was very excited and I became curious to know more about my ancestors. I immediately rushed to my grandma's house to know more about my forefathers. Do you also want to know what she explained to me?
Yes, we also want to know.
Hello Grandma, you remember when I was a kid studying in class 2nd? You helped me in my family tree project. I found it in my cupboard and I'm eager to know more about it. Please tell me, from where can I collect all the information about our ancestors and from where to start? My dear, history helps to answer such questions. History is about how things were in the past and how things have changed. Oh, now I understood what is history all about. So, how can I start, Granny? First thing that you need is very precise timeline to know when your great-great-great-great-grandparents were born and the important life events. Grandma, is timeline all about dates? Yes, but there are certain events for which it will be actually incorrect to fix precise dates to process that happen over a period of time. Example, when did people started drinking coffee? So Grandma, which dates are important? Dear, as your focus of study is knowing our family tree ancestors, so the set of dates related to ancestors are important to you. Okay, now I understood. If I change my focus of events, it is but obvious a new set of dates will appear as being significant. Yes, you are correct. The importance of dates depends upon the aspect from which history is studied. But how could I trace the changes in different periods of time the forefathers lived in? For that, you have to understand periodization. It is division of history into broad time periods. There are two types of classification. First, by James Mill, he classified Indian history into Hindu, Muslim and British period. And second, as per historians, into ancient, medieval and modern period. During the modern period, British were rising in power. Yes, I have heard about it. Britishers established their control over the Indian economy to promote its modernization to the extent that suit its own interests like railways. Yes, correct. And this subjugation of one country by another leads to political, social, economic and cultural changes. We refer to this process as colonization and British period as colonial period. So periodization helped me to know about all the periods the ancestors lived in, and I can also trace out all the events and stories from my ancestors' perspective. But Granny, from where will I get all the information about them? The history of modern period is derived from many sources, such as primary or original and derived or secondary sources. Yeah, I remember. Britishers used to maintain these original records like letters, manuscript, memos in the official record rooms. The calligraphists used to write by their hands beautifully before invention of printing press. Right. And you know what happened after invention of printing press? Many biographies like that of Gandhiji was written. Autobiographies were written even by women like Rasundara Devi. And you know what? Books about speeches like that of Nehru, Gandhi were also gaining importance. Many newspapers were also published even in vernacular language.
These all are literary sources. Are there some other sources, Granny?
Oh, I forgot to tell you about that. Many paintings, photographs, and films also constitute an important part of sources.
But where are all such documents and paintings preserved?
How can you forget? You don't remember? We visited Salarjung Museum in Hyderabad last year.
Yes, I remember that perfect ambience, that display of the priceless jewels of Nizam. And I also remember you told me during our visit about the National Archive of India, the place set up for preserving actual proceedings of meetings of government officials, government order, legal act, letters, diaries, etc. It has large space for keeping, preserving and protecting these invaluable records.
Correct. Britishers wanted to know more about our economy, vegetation, relief, caste and religion. So, this process to obtain information about a place is called surveying. Example, census, archaeological survey, etc. They also prepared maps to deeply survey and study any region. Example, map of Hyderabad.
Thank you, Granny, to explain me so nicely. Now I know I need to concentrate on official records, that is primary sources, and unofficial ones, that is secondary sources, along with the set of dates significant to their life events and the different period they lived in.
You're welcome, dear. I hope you got all the information about the ancestors and your family tree. Bye.
I know, friends, you are also wondering about your family tree. It's easy. You also can gather information about your forefathers in just 3 steps. First, when. When is focusing on set of dates and events. Second, how. How is about periodization of history in broad time periods. And third is where. Where would you find the information? It is various source material available to you. Goodbye. Meet you tomorrow.
Thank you, Angel. I understood all about ancestors. Goodbye.
Students, I hope you could understand the chapter more easily, better than before. You please read the chapter thoroughly once again. Meet you in Fabulous Friday. God bless you.